and gentlemen, we're back here for another episode of the weekly win streak. It's your boy CP3 Bets. As always, I'm joined here by none other than the man himself. What up, bro? How we doing today, my brother?
We're doing outstanding. Starting the day off a loss, so it can only go up from here. How are you?
Man, doing good, honestly. Yesterday we had a good day on the books, but my vibe was really killed by the fucking just horrible ending at the end of the what game was that had a terrible ending? At the end of the Hawks Bucks game, dude, with 9 minutes to go, the live total was 246, and then they literally just chucked bricks up for the next 20 minutes. It was insane. So,
yep, I feel your pain. I needed Damian Lillard to get literally just more than one PRA in the fourth quarter, just more than one, and he just got one. That's it.
Yeah, I don't even want to tell you how bad he looked in the fourth quarter. I mean, dude, those teams looks like they forgot how to play basketball. It was terrible down the stretch. So, yeah, so that's how we ended up being 2-1. We'll take it every single day. Cade Cunningham clapped, and then I can't even remember. Oh, my other play, the Magic. I mean, the Magic was the sharp play of the day. If you bet the Magic early like me, you cashed, and if you bet late like a bozo, then you got boned. So that's just the way it goes, man. Let's put it this way: that was the biggest masterclass of why they keep the lights on last night.
Facts.
It was an absolute masterclass. But we're back in here today, man. We got a ton of games coming up, bro. Have you looked at conference championship weekend at all yet in college football?
Slightly, just a brief glance, but to be frank with you, I've been trying to dial in and get some winning going here, so I haven't looked too far ahead. Literally just did some scrolling to look at the numbers and see if there was any lines that jumped out to me, and honestly, I can't even remember any of the lines off the top of my head, so none of them really were like, oh my gosh, I gotta jump on this. But what about you?
Absolutely. I'm going to save one of them for tomorrow in the AAC championship game. I have a huge play. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give it out for free tomorrow to everybody. It'll be a free max play tomorrow. I can't lie. I'm going to take UNLV. I'll not be betting on the Conference USA championship game because fuck Conference USA, but I'll definitely be taking UNLV tomorrow against Boise State. I mean, dude, why is the line 4 in that game and the game's being played at Boise State? That, in my opinion, is the most obvious. I watched that whole game. UNLV drove down the goal line multiple times and had to settle for field goals or turn the ball over on downs. Boise State got pretty lucky in that game. Boise State's defense is honestly not as good as you think they are. All they really do is just get timely sacks. I think UNLV is going to win the game. I think they are a better team, better quarterback.
Wait, so got it. And if UNLV loses? Rather, Boise State loses. Are they out of the conference? Are they out of college football playoffs?
Yeah, UNLV is going to get in over them.
No shit.
I think there's going to be an upset. I think there's an upset brewing tomorrow, bro.
Wow. The drama builds. Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah, that line doesn't make any sense. The more and more I think about it, I honestly, shame on me, I thought Boise State was already in, so the line was low. I didn't do enough research on it, but I thought the line was low because they were like, oh, fuck it, we don't need this game. We're not even going to play hard in this game. That's not the case.
Yeah, They still got to win that. They still got to win, man. They ain't clinched yet. So, yeah, we got a hell of a game tomorrow with that. Tonight, though, we got some pretty good games as well. What game are you most excited for on Saturday? I guess not the Big Ten because Ohio State ain't there.
I always just like watching the SEC play. I mean, it's good football. They have hard hitting, good football. I'd probably say the SEC championship. But I'm not. It's not that I'm not excited about the Big Ten. I want to see how the top teams play. And listen, Ohio State, as long as nothing crazy happens, they should still make the college football playoff. So it's going to be a little scouting because one of those freaking knuckleheads there in the Big Ten are going to make it in too, and we're going to have to stoink them when we get in there. Ohio State will. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. But honestly, the SEC game is going to be a lot better game. What game are you most excited for?
The SEC game and the ACC game, but that's just because I'm an ACC boy, so I'm always pumped up for the ACC game.
But, bro, I just don't even think it's a good game.
Man, I think it'll be a great game. You know what else I'm excited for?
Yeah.
Saturday, Cavs Hornets at 1 p.m. You know why? Because we're going to be betting the first half under, baby. That's exactly why. We're going to be taking the under.
Why? Why is that?
NBA games that start before 3:30 p.m., baby. You know what we do is we bet them under every single time until we run out of money, because that'll never happen.
Okay, interesting. I like that. Hold on a second. So you're excited for SMU Clemson?
Absolutely.
Who do you got? Just I don't need an official pick. Straight up, who do you think wins?
I haven't finished the game yet, but I think I'm taking SMU. I don't think Clemson's any good.
I'd have to agree with you. And I hate Dabo Swinney. So it's got to be SMU.
Yeah, I think SMU is going to get it done. I really do.
All right, we should have a stream of people jumping in from SoBet.
yeah.
Just posted over there on SoBet. It was taking forever to load for whatever reason, but it's posted.
Yeah, we got a nice little crew in here. We're already at 38 people and counting, and we've only been on here for 5 minutes. So I guess we can start out here, bro. Take us to we're at class in session. Let's start out with some college basketball here. What are we looking at tonight in college hoops?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I will say this. Tail with caution, because for whatever reason, I'm a little bit cold right now. And anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. For example, today we had Purdue Fort Wayne against Detroit Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Mercy shoots 32% historically from three this year. Yeah, they shot 85% from three, 11 of 13 from the field or from three-point land to smoke us by one. So we lost there. That said, on to bigger and better things. This line reminds me of yesterday, a game we did cash. The Duke game, Auburn-Duke. You have Auburn, who's the higher-ranked team, clearly the better team. But the underdog on the road in a highly contested game. I go to the Penn State game against Purdue, where Purdue's ranked 13th in KenPom. Penn State's ranked 40th, yet Penn State is small marginal favorites. The line makes 0 sense. Sometimes when it makes no sense, you've got to bet it. You just got to bet it because somebody knows something that you don't, and you're going to find out on the winner's circle. Ace Baldwin's a dog. He can D up Braden Smith, and Purdue loves to run pick and roll. That's their offense. It's been the offense before Edey and after Edey. Penn State has one of the best pick and roll efficiency rankings on defense in all of college basketball. So I really like the fact that they have a rim protector down low, 7-foot rim protector, and I have my eyes on the Big Ten more than probably anybody else on SoBet, just because I'm right smack dab in the middle of it. Love the Big Ten. That said, the Big Ten yields upsets. And this isn't technically an upset because Penn State is favored, but everybody and their mother is on Purdue. Sharp money is on Penn State. 63% of the money, only 42% of the bet is on Penn State money line.
It goes back to what we talked about yesterday. It's the system. You have a team who's ranked inside the top 10, who's an underdog to an unranked team. It's the system. I mean, exactly. Like, why is Penn State favored? They're telling you Penn State's going to win the game, and they're begging for you to take Purdue at plus money. I'm 100% with you on that one. Honestly, guys, I probably should be betting this because this is like a TP3 principle of betting here, but I just haven't started college basketball yet. I will start college basketball next week or the week after. So, yeah, I 100% agree with Bro. I absolutely love this pick. I scanned through the rest of the slate while you were talking. I didn't see really any other games worth mentioning. Guys, if you have any other games worth mentioning today in college basketball, please put them in the chat, and Bro will give you his 2 cents on those games. But let's keep cranking here on the slate tonight. Bro just gave you all Penn State minus 1.5. Wait, did you take a money line or spread?
No, I took a money line. It was minus 122.
I would rather take that than 1.5.
Yeah. You know, especially if they're favorites or under. Like, it's gonna be a close game. It's a Big Ten game. Gonna be a close game. Be honest with you guys, like you said, there's not a whole lot of value on the slate. The other game, there's 2 games that I like. TCU at home. Another one where it doesn't make sense that they're favorites, and it keeps swapping back and forth. They're like co-favorites all day today. And then late night, wow. Well, I might have missed the boat on it. I was going to wait. Now, I can't believe this. It was -7 earlier. It's -9 now. San Francisco against St. Louis.
Interesting.
So, a lot of line movement there. But San Francisco, the Dons, guys, remember that team. Watch what they're doing. Tail them. They're going to be profitable. They're a very solid team. But other than that, T, you're totally right, dude. College basketball, the slate is shite today.
Yeah, horrible slate today in college basketball. Anyway, let's come here to the NBA. I have a game that's similar to what Bro said here. Look, I didn't make a play in this game, but this is probably my favorite side today, even though I didn't take it. The Pelicans plus 1.5. So you look at this matchup here between the Pelicans and the Suns. The first thing you see is the Suns have a winning record, and the Pelicans are an abysmal 4-18 this season. You say, why are the Pelicans only 1.5 here? So the Pelicans get Brandon Ingram back here. You look at the Suns; they don't have Kevin Durant in the lineup. The Suns are like 1-8 this season without Kevin Durant in the lineup. This line is screaming. They're literally begging. They're saying, "Here, you want the Suns? Take them, take them, take them, take them, take them." They want everybody on planet Earth to take the Suns here. I can only take the Pelicans in this game today. I will not be betting on this game, but I do definitely think the Pelicans get it done in this game. Did you have any thoughts on that game, bro?
No thoughts on that game, but yeah, I really like the angle that you have there, and it just doesn't make any sense. And if it doesn't make sense, sometimes you have to bet it. The game that I wanted to ask you about is we're talking Dallas, Washington. Two teams. We've seen the total be steamed. Is there still value? This is I believe it's the second or third highest point total on the slate today. Is there still value at Mavericks Wizards over 232.5 after it started at 230?
I feel like there's still value on taking the over in the game. I mean, I'm just worried about the Wizards. The Wizards always seem to disappear in one quarter of the game. Like, if you look at the Wizards, they usually play well for 3 out of 4 quarters, and there's always one quarter where they're just horrible. So I'm just a little worried about the Wizards doing that in a quarter, but I think this game should be high scoring for sure. Dallas really has no interest in playing defense. Let's see, did either team have a back-to-back tomorrow? Does Dallas really is what we're looking for? No. Neither team's on a back-to-back tomorrow. So yeah, I'm with you though, bro. I don't see much defense in this game.
I almost took it. I wanted to take it, and I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't want to force anything on a especially when I'm cold. So that was one that I wanted to ask you about. And the last game that I wanted to ask you about before we get to your plays, it's a late night play. Rockets, Warriors. Warriors are without Curry and Draymond Green, but still, this line only sits at +4. Dude, it took me everything not to take Golden State +4.
Dude, I think that Golden State is the play in this game. So you look as home underdog historically, where's it at? As a home underdog, and then you go back to last season and this season, Golden State 6-2-1 against the spread as an underdog at home. They clean up as a dog at the house. Then you go back even further to the year before that. Golden State is since 2022. Golden State is 11-2-1 against the spread as an underdog, covering by an average margin of 4.9 points per game. I feel like that you see this, you see how good Houston is. Honestly, don't want to go against Houston because they're like the tryhards of the league this year and they play legit defense. But if it was anybody else other than Houston or Oklahoma City, I would be hammering Golden State in this game, like max play. I just don't love the fact that Houston actually can play defense, but we saw them do it twice to New Orleans. New Orleans is buns, but remember New Orleans the Warriors had no Curry, no Draymond, and no Wiggins both games against them, and they got absolutely bombed out from 3 in those games. So, yeah, I definitely think that. I'll give you all a bonus play. I'm taking Brandon Pajemski in this game to go over 22.5 PRA. You look at pods, he went over this number in those last 4 games with Curry and Draymond in the lineup. Now, both of them are out. Wiggins is a game-time decision. There's a couple other Warriors as game-time decisions. These teams play each other in the NBA Cup on Tuesday as well. I think Pajemski's going to have high usage in this game, take a lot of shots, so I like him to go over his points prop tonight, or in his points, rebounds, and assists in tonight's game. He does stuff the stat sheet. He does actually rebound pretty well and get some assists.
Yeah, I love that. And I was reading an excerpt. Like, dude, his usage rating when Steph Curry doesn't play is wild. I mean, it's a very small data sample. Yeah. I think it's like 4 or 5 games. But, like, dude, they basically run essentially the same offense. And exactly. It's just him as a cog for Steph. He's just Steph Curry. Obviously not as good, but yeah. Love that play, man. Love it. What else do you got for us in the NBA, bro? I know you got locks on locks in the NBA. Some of them you got to keep close to chest for the VIP. but I know you're the NBA savant. What do you got for us?
All right, boys. So if you were in the show on Friday, I told you guys NBA games that start before noon or to start before 3 p.m. Eastern go under at almost a 65% hit rate historically. Well, these two teams played each other in that game when we took the first half under and we cashed. It was the Knicks and the Hornets. That game was played in Charlotte. Charlotte actually has a really good home defense. Charlotte's defense on the road is 18th in the NBA. The Knicks have the number one home offense in the league. The Knicks are a 122.4 offensive adjusted efficiency rating when playing at home. The Knicks have a ton of schematical advantages in this game, and their three-point percentage at home is also insane. Their team total tonight is only 116 minus 115. We'll take the Knicks to go over that team total number. I think the Knicks should score $120 in their sleep tonight.
Holy fuck. Dude, you threw so many numbers at me and so many beautiful, like, I don't even know. That was like music to my ears, music to a sports bettor's ears. I love it. I love it. And how do you, I mean, you can't give away too much of your sauce. I meant to ask this in the green room, but it's a great live question.
Yeah.
How do you find, like, what small steps do you take to find those angles on team totals? Like, because a lot of public bettors or maybe people that are new to betting like me, newer to betting, like the Clippers game, for example, I went -8. You were on the team total. That was like much less sweaty. You got to turn that off like in the third quarter. Like, what are you looking for when you're making those plays, and how are you able to find such a strong angle there?
So the Clippers, I knew needed to win by 26 points. And so the Clippers are typically a slower playing offense. So I assumed that they knew that, and they knew that they would have to speed their offense up in order to be able to do that. And then I looked, and they had actually been playing with more pace lately. And the Blazers have a bad defense. So it really just depends on the situation. But like a lot of times I play them against teams that are on back-to-backs, because I think that like it's kind of factored in the line this point, back-to-backs and fatigue and all that stuff. So I think the better way to get at it is we're looking at the offense, but I don't really want to rely on the other team's offense. So I'm taking the other team's offense because the team's defense is going to be fatigued to have a good game. So that's like another way I look at them. And then the last way I do it is just when I think a team is a juggernaut offense and they're going up against a bad defense. And I think that while I don't think that I want to take them to cover double digits, I want to take them to score points. You know what I mean? So like that's more so like when I do that. I'm like the Celtics were the wagon for that last year, but Vegas caught up to that in the playoffs. I had a couple videos go kind of viral when I was talking about those angles. And then now it's just like their team total is just getting insanely just like juiced up now. So I think Vegas caught up to that.
Right. Yeah, I've been like just paper tailing. Like you were on Cavs first half a couple of times. Now their first half line is 63 almost every game, 63.5. It's like untouchable. It's like, dude, they got to play perfect for me to take that.
Dude, they caught up to the Cavs team total too quick. I hit it like twice, and then ever since then, it's just been like ridiculously high numbers and stuff. But they also played like the Hawks, and I think like I don't know, sometimes Vegas catches up to stuff like that. So I think it's really good when you have teams that are on back-to-backs, especially teams off overtime back-to-back games, or like if they play like a huge marquee game and it's like a hard-fought, like grinded out kind of game. Like I think we did one where we went against Minnesota with a team total, and where we took the over in that Minnesota game. And I saw Minnesota has a good offense. They played like a down to the wire, huge defensive matchup, shot like shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that kind of.
Word. Hell yeah, man. You know, for people that don't know, guys, and thank you all for tuning in, like TP3 has been doing this for a long, long time. Me as a sports bettor, I'm like a 2-year in type of deal. This guy's taught me so much, and it's so interesting. You know, sports betting is almost like art, okay? You can look at a picture and you can decipher it one way or see one thing, and somebody else could look at the same picture and get something completely different from it. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And neither of you could be right, neither of you could be wrong, or, you know, one or the other. Super, super neat there. T, do you have any other plays in the NBA for the people? I have a couple of props, but I don't have any sides today.
Yeah, you drop a prop, then I'll drop a prop. I don't have any sides either today. I don't like any sides. I'd say my favorite side today is the Pelicans, which is really scary when that's what you're saying.
Yeah. The slate's really weird. I kind of like the Cavs today, minus the points. But I don't want anything to do with it.
So I thought the same thing last night, and then I thought about it more, and I looked at some stuff. I mean, if you look, the numbers have kind of been all over Denver in a lot of these games, even though Denver's played like shit. Like I feel like the numbers been all over Denver in most of these games. And I just think that like there's a time to buy on Denver. And I mean, Cleveland's 19-3. I mean, look, I'm not going to insult them. I think Cleveland could easily get the 1 seed in the East this year. It's just, do they really feel like they should be 19-3? Hell no. They're due for some losses. Denver's a really good, scrappy team. They got Aaron Gordon back, so they're kind of trend up. Like, I don't know. I feel like that line is saying you want Cleveland, take them. So I don't have the balls to go against Cleveland. They're at the house. They've lost 1 game, which was to my Hawks at the house. So I'm got to stay off that one. But I don't know, bro. That one feels it feels too easy. Like if the line was 6.5, I would be on Cleveland. But at 4.5, it's like, here, please take them.
Right. Especially with how Denver has not achieved. I just kind of like the way that I saw, and I didn't take it either. The way that I saw it is I'm almost like, hey, the Yankees kept getting priced higher than they should have been all year, even when they were like losing for that period of time because they're the Yankees. And it's like based on previous success. And like part of me was just like, maybe this line is lower than what I think it should be because it's the Nuggets based on previous success. So I was like wondering like, man, do I want to fire on this? But I did ultimately stay away from it. Glad I was able to pick your brains there and get your insight. I'll give you guys both my props that I have. I only have 2 today. I like Luka over 45.5 PRA. This is in JM. Thank you for tuning in, man. We see your comments. We really appreciate it, man. Looks like you got a lot of locks going on there. But I got Luka over 45.5 PRA. 7 of his last 15, 5 of his last 10, 3 of his last 5, 50% this year, exactly 50%. Now, there's some good things and some bad things that work to our advantage and disadvantage. This may be a blowout. So him covering the 45.5 may be tough. AI projects 51. Washington's 29th in defense in terms of points allowed. They give up the 2nd most rebounds, and they foul the 3rd most in the NBA. So you're going to get free throw attempts. You should get some free points there. Luka likes to get to the line. It's just a blowout potential that's a little bit sketchy. And then the other play for me is DeMar DeRozan over 29.5 PRA. 10 of his last 15, 5 of his last 10, 2 of his last 5, 64% hit rate in 2024. But he's 3 for 3 head-to-head. For whatever reason, he plays well in this matchup. AI has him projected at 34.1. So I like that.
Yeah, I think DeRozan's good buy low. Everybody wants to hop in on Fox because of those big games he had when they were injured. I think DeRozan's definitely a solid buy low place. So I like that one. My favorite of the day, guys, we're going to the same game Bro just did, and I'm going with Domantas Sabonis to go over his 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists line. You look at Sabonis, look what he did to the Grizzlies last year. Almost every single game he played against them, actually in every single game he played against them, he scored 20 points and he had over 15 rebounds against them. And we know he's good for at least 5 or 6 assists. I think 40 PRA should be a shoe-in here. I would bet this up to 40.5. Like, I think he's going to go crazy in this game. Today. This is a terrible matchup. They really don't have this type of big men that they need to match up on him. So I love Sabonis to go off. My boy, I'm pretty sure Wembanyama is actually out tonight against the Bulls.
Yeah, Apache, he was ruled out.
Yeah, because I would actually agree with you on this. I was going to take his points to go over earlier, or last night I was like looking at everything, and I was like, oh man, we're definitely hammering Wemby PRA tomorrow. And then I saw last night as well that he got ruled out. So.
Yeah. But great look, Apache. Great look. And I could tell that you were on it from a mile away. JM. Oh, yeah. Luka DD. What the hell is that? What is
double?
Oh, double. All right. Well, I love that. Triple-double. Fuck it.
Yeah, triple-double, not a bad look either. It's time, though, guys. We know why y'all are here. We got 134 people watching. We can't thank y'all enough for jumping in here. We're about to give you all the plays tonight in Thursday Night Football. Me and Bro both have a side play. I think Bro also has some props as well. But, guys, y'all see the logo up there, SoBet. That's where we post all our plays every single day. All you have to do is use the promo code BROBRO or the promo code TP3. Go to SoBet.io or click the links in our bio to join the team and get all our plays every single day. We've been on a great run, guys. Bro, I believe, is in the top 3 on the last 30 days. I'm in the top 3 on the last 7 days, and I'm 5th on the last 30 days. So we've been absolutely crushing it. We're about to give you all the plays right now. Bro, take us away. What's the play for tonight's game?
Yep. I'm going to give you a side, and at the very end, I'll give you a parlay. I got a 4-leg parlay for you guys. it's very refreshing to know that the savant himself is potentially leaning the same way with me here. But I'm going against the grain. Everybody's on the Lions. And Anthony, love you, brother. Everybody's on the Lions. And this is a letdown spot. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of things. I see too much history. And well, I know this team is good, but do we expect them to win every fucking game? Like, this is not the Chiefs. They needed some witchcraft from Taylor Swift down there doing some weird shit. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, seriously, how are they winning these games? Anyways, back to this. Guys, interesting fact. Yes, the Lions beat the Packers in the elements. But guess what? Last year, the same shit happened. And then the Packers went to Detroit and won. In the last 2 home games against Green Bay, the Lions have scored a combined 31 points. And Jared Goff has 4 interceptions in his last 3 games. Here's what I'm saying. The Lions have not looked great in their last 2 against the Colts, against the Bears. They've played 2 teams this whole year that have been in the top 10 in rush defense. Those 2 teams, the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. In both of those games, the Detroit Lions needed the grace of glorious Jesus Christ to get out of those games with a win. Seriously. 5 interceptions in the Houston game, and they needed Sam Darnold to be a freaking turnover machine to allow that comeback to happen for the Lions. So I see Green Bay actually stopping the run. I see a problem for Detroit because they're out 3 defensive tackles. They're out their left tackle. They're trying to plug in Jamal Adams after he freaking ripped off his quadricep. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. I like the Packers. I like the Packers plus 3.5. And guys, sounds crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them win this game straight up.
They're winning tonight.
What's that?
They're winning tonight.
Oh, I love the confidence. Tell me why, T. Tell me why.
Let's look at the Lions defense. DJ Reader, out. Pascal, out. The backup defensive lineman, out. Pecco, out. Derek Barnes, out. John Kaminsky, out. Bada, out. Wingo, out. Hutchinson, out. Malcolm Rodriguez, out. Anzalone, out. Rakenstraw, out. Some other fucking safety, I can't even pronounce his name, out. I mean, I just listed like 12 people. The Lions defense is a mash unit at this point in time. They're missing so many players. There's 2 starting corners are both banged up as well. The Packers should definitely have success here. Oh yeah. You know who else is out? Left tackle Taylor Decker. He is out. This is you all saw what happened in the second half of the last game. They were losing bodies on defense in the second half. The Bears moved the ball with them at ease the entire second half. Now let's talk about the Packers side of things. Not only the Packers been trending up, y'all have seen, I've been betting on the Packers week in and week out, and whether I've been winning or getting cooked, the numbers have all been there on them. In December, Matt LaFleur's coach teams have been dominant. He's 18-2 straight up, 11-9 against the spread, but when listed as the underdog, he's a perfect 4-0 straight up in ATS, covering by an average margin of 16.1 points per game. Then Green Bay has been amazing under LaFleur as an underdog of up to 3 points. They're 18-5 against the spread, and as a dog of more than 3 points, they're 14-3 against the spread. All this lines up perfectly for the Packers. I'll take the Packers I'm taking them on the spread plus 3.5. I don't hate the money line either. The Packers will win this game tonight straight up.
Wow.
Lions are so due for a loss, bro. They haven't lost since week 2. They're due.
I totally agree. And like, dude, the Colts game, though it looks like it was 24-6 was the final score, that game was actually close. It was close until the end. There were some weird turnovers, some weird stuff. Like the Colts went for it on 4th and goal from the 3 and didn't get it or whatever.
The Colts just are a special kind of bad.
Yeah. Like, I love it. I really do think we're due to see a letdown tonight. T, tell the people who's scoring a touchdown.
I mean, my guy said it right here. Sonic and Knuckles will both probably get in the end zone. They're both probably safe bets to score. I like Josh Jacobs, though. I'm sure he's a pretty heavy favorite. So we'll take away heavy favorites here. We'll go Jaden Reed. That's who I'll pick as my favorite touchdown score tonight. Jaden Reed should have a pretty big game. He's played the number. I mean, guys, the Lions' pass defense has been pretty bad. They've been getting eaten alive by wide receivers. You don't have Dobbs and you don't have one of their other wide receivers is out. But, yeah, they're definitely missing some guys, but they still have Christian Watson and Reed. So Jaden Reed's going to have a big game tonight.
I like that. I like that. I honestly, even though I think the Packers are going to win, I think Jameson Williams will get a touchdown tonight. You've seen the Packers get cooked deep a lot, like long shot touchdowns. We're talking 40 to 50-yard chunk plays. That just screams Jameson Williams for me. So anytime touchdown, Jameson Williams. Do you have any plops? Any other plays? Any other props for Thursday Night Football?
No, honestly, guys, on standalone games, I only bet multiple plays in a game if one of them would have been a max play to go along with like a side or total play that I really liked, and I just didn't grade any props out to be max plays. The only other props I really liked was Jameson Williams over receiving yards and Josh Jacobs over rushing yards. Josh Jacobs ran for 95 last game, and they got their dick kicked in, so I mean, I think that he should be able to. They actually outgained the Lions last game. Jordan Love just threw, I believe, 2 pick sixes. So,
wow. Guys, this is a good sign. I'm telling you, a good sign. I'm going to give you guys a 4-leg parlay. TP3 just gave you 2 of the legs. Legitimately. So, it is plus 700 right now on DK. Listen, before we go into this is a parlay. Have realistic expectations. Please. Have fun responsibly. A quarter unit. 0.5 units, something like that. Have fun with it. This is actually a bonus bet for 0.5 units. We got Jameson Williams over 48.5 receiving yards. Josh Jacobs over 71.5 rush yards. Christian Watson over 49.5 receiving yards. Green Bay Packers plus 3.5. Plus 700. Lock that in. I mean, we're trying to cash.
I like it. Yeah, I can't say anything against that one. Let's cash tonight, boys. Bro, anything else for the people, man, before we get up out of here?
No, except for that we're thankful for you. I don't know where you are in the world, but if you're in a place that's getting slammed with snow, sorry, so am I. It's frozen.
How are you staying safe out there or what, man?
Well, yeah, we're staying safe, but we're just not going anywhere. Like, I looked outside this morning. I had plans. I got to go grocery shop. I got to do this, that, and the other. I was like, fuck all of that. Fuck all of it. I'm not doing any of it. No way. Dude, 40-mile-per-hour winds. Like, I'm looking outside right now, dude. It is a blustery, just snow's blowing all over the place, freezing cold. No bueno. But I'm lucky. Like, 30 minutes east of me, they got like 55 inches over the last 36 hours. That's like almost 6 feet of snow. Wait, hold on. I don't know if that's correct. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, Buckeye for life. Bet. What's up, Anthony? So yeah, we're doing all right. We're staying safe. But wherever you are, I hope you're safe. I hope you're enjoying the week. We're approaching the weekend and conference championships. So we're just thankful for you tuning in. We had over 100 people in here again. I think that's like the 4th or 5th show in a row. We've gone over the century mark. So, Wow, what a time to be alive. We're so thankful for you. T, take us away.
Hey, guys, we appreciate all y'all coming in here today with us once again. As I always say, let's get some fucking money tonight. We'll see you.